Raw with Fun podcast.
Is it on?
We alive.
We're not recording, bro.
Hey,
Did you
welcome
hit the
back.
record button?
Yeah, we are live.
We are live. Well, welcome, audience, viewers, wherever you are at.
Okay, yeah,
Welcome to the pod, bro. Welcome to the panel. But like, let's speak on some shit, bro. Like, how was y'all weeks? Like, some shit happened to me.
Yeah.
My shit, my IG got hijacked.
Got hijacked?
Got hacked.
I got hacked, bro. I don't even know how.
Yeah, this year's a bitch for you. I'm not gonna lie to you.
This year's like, that's a lot of shit that's been happening to me.
We're only 12 days into the year.
12 days in the year, bro. And my shit
ass.
got hijacked and got hacked, bro. So
But you're an open source, my nigga. You let a bitch fuck you. You let a hacker come into your fucking phone and
they're trying to infiltrate my shit, bro, for sure. But like, if y'all like got a message for me, it's just somebody imitating to be me. So like, if you see that crypto shit, that's not me. That's not me.
Christian doesn't even text like that.
I don't even talk.
Christian texts with an accent.
Yeah. So like, if you actually know who I am and what I'm about.
If you allow that shit to happen to you, you will fucking goof. He was mental. Did a nigga really give his money to somebody?
Yeah, like it happened to like
Somebody got played.
Somebody got played, bro. Someone was like a victim, like, you know, because like I kind of felt bad type shit, you know, because like how it happened, they were like fishing me in. They were trying to fish me in type shit, and then I knew it was like it's like a fake account.
Hold on. Let's start from the beginning.
With context, yeah.
How the fuck? What happened? Because nobody just gets hacked. Somehow you got to click on something, or
they said
you got to go to a site.
Yeah.
What happened to you?
Or if you
How
want
they get you?
If you want to check my Safari history, nigga, like you can, bro. Like, yeah, it's like it just.
Christian,
I don't know if I want to check the Safari history. I'm not sure if I want to do that, bro. I'm not sure.
Probably, man.
Okay, so how they did it? They doxed me when somebody doxed you, like they send like a hyperlink type shit.
Okay, what's the fucking link? You told me. Be real.
Yeah, like
you told me a girl sent you a DM, right?
Instagram?
Yeah.
Be real, nigga. Expose yourself.
Yeah, but like, they sent me like a hyperlink, and all that I gotta do is just push on that hyperlink.
What made you click on it?
Huh?
Let's go into the mind of Christian. What made you click on it?
How this happened? Did somebody send you a message, and then you opened the message?
I opened the message.
You clicked on the link.
Well, like I was trying to like block this account that was like a snow bunny, like female, you know what I'm saying, from Idaho. So this is not right. Like a girl in my DMs. That's like in my DMs. Like this is not right.
That's why you really believe what?
No,
say that.
It's like me. What? That's a.
You're a good guy, man. Don't do that.
You cannot believe everything that you see on the internet,
That's
bro.
a good point.
The internet is very dangerous, bro. Like, we are walking licks out here in this society on the internet, bro.
Yeah, very true.
You're walking licks, bro. You could be a target type shit. You know, it could happen to anyone. Because like with these hackers, like they know how to understand the psychology.
They know you.
No, yeah, they know me. They know how to like prey on like your psyche,
your weakness,
and that's how.
Nigga, be real. What was your weakness? Some bitches, right? Hey, baby.
What was it?
Probably like because like she was giving me attention, like, you know, with that dopamine, you know, like that.
I don't mean to laugh at you. I'm sorry.
No, he's
come on, it's hard.
laughing at
I'm
you.
laughing with you, bro.
I'm laughing with you, but yeah, I know you laughing with me.
I'm just laughing at you.
But like the moral of the lesson: do not push on a fucking hyperlink.
How much do you blame the hacker or do you blame yourself?
I blame myself. I take accountability of it because I know I was my negligence. I was negligence of it, bro. Like, I mean, that's like, I mean, they sent me a hyperlink on my phone and then I just clicked on it. What the fuck is this?
So
shit?
part of it's your fault.
It's part of my fault.
Yeah, the hacker is like, he shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, because like he's trying to get information. He's trying to like be like do some identity theft type shit. Like, so like, I have Like, yeah, he's still texting me right now, right, as we speak. And he's like trying to like fish me in.
So when it comes down to the hyperlink, did they were they trying to sell you something? Like, how did they get you? Like, were they trying to sell you something? Were they trying to have you change the porn?
Trying to sell
porn. Probably all the porn hubs, the P hubs, and like all the red tube and all that shit.
A care package.
Remember I told you I got that new phone from Offer Up. Yeah, that shit was.
Don't blame the phone.
No, it's the phone. It's the phone, nigga. Because like that shit.
Hey, don't spit.
That shit was. Like, probably, maybe that shit was like hacked before type shit.
Oh, it already had the virus on it?
Yeah, probably this is a virus, so like now they have.
You're probably right.
Probably like.
Shit, that's probably why they sold it to you.
But in my
Did they give it to you for the low? Did they sell it to you for the low? That's probably why, because that shit had viruses.
That shit had malware. That bitch had malware on that bitch, so that's why.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
But in my story, you clicked on a fucking local single link.
No.
That's more fancy.
Come on, man. You would probably push on that hyperlink.
Hey, baby.
And you probably push on.
It looks like I live close to you.
I'm only 5 miles away. I'm not worried about
I'm dripping wet for you. Please click on this link.
I know.
Maybe it was some OF bitch. Some OF bitch.
Nah, they get their money. Don't do it to the OF
I
bitch.
don't even think it was a female. It's probably a guy.
Probably a whole nigga on us. And it was. He was texting you.
Probably was a dude.
He was texting you.
It was a nigga, bro.
Hey.
The nigga.
It looks like you have some important stuff on this Instagram.
No, it's like maybe.
That was fun.
Probably because like they saw something on my profile like that was intriguing. They want to hijack.
How bad do you want it?
Yeah, I mean, not really bad. I want it, bro. That type shit. But like
You should delete that whole thing, nigga. Pause. But yeah, delete that whole shit.
I'm trying to deactivate that shit right now.
There's really nothing on your Instagram that needs to be.
Well, why was I a target then?
Because nigga, you just a
I
lick.
feel like everybody's
I am a lick.
It's a lick.
I mean, y'all never been on licks, right? Like
Kristian thinks he's like some top agent that somebody's trying to hack into and get information.
Trying
to infiltrate you,
Christian. Trying to infiltrate me, bro.
You're a crazy rich Asian, bro.
Yeah.
That's what you are. Crazy rich Asian.
Like,
that's stereotypical. That's very fucking stereotypical. You ever seen the movie? A shot at me, bro. You gonna knock me because like you gonna knock me, nigga. Okay, all right, but like I think they just want.
There's nothing wrong with that. You think that there's something wrong with what I said?
No.
You said it's stereotypical. Why?
It's fucking stereotypical, bro. This is what these like.
What the white man says? Is that what it is?
Don't take it there. Don't take the temperature there. Don't take the temperature there.
Why not?
You don't need to take it there.
He's heating it up.
He's heating it up. But like, you want to take it like,
I'm gonna sauce it up. The last few episodes, you said you want to sauce people up. I'm saucing you up.
Sauce me up.
I'm just playing. We'll tone it down.
Yeah, but no, you should delete your Instagram.
No, because like, of course, because
yeah,
like,
motherfucker, that's the only.
Because I think like people with these type of people, they sell like people's like profiles and shit on the DB and shit. Yeah. Low key, bro.
On the DB or the DW?
No, DBW, the dog web type shit.
Yo, I'm done. I'm so done with Kristian.
What do you mean?
I just thought it was
take accountability. And speaking of accountability, Kyle showed me a dope. We got into our little argument. And me and Kyle got into a dispute.
Yeah.
But I think we came to a mutual middle ground at some point.
But it's a little bit pushback from y'all.
A little bit of pushback.
Yeah, it was fun. It was this guy. I don't know if he was like, what was
George
that?
Bush.
What was that?
That happened like 10 years ago.
No. So, this guy, he stood up in front of like a bunch of elites, and he basically said, "Hey, George Bush, you sent me and several other people to Iraq, saying that there was weapons of mass destruction." And there wasn't when we looked at it. Now, I've talked to Marines and stuff like that before, and they claim that there actually was, but it wasn't on the scale that was portrayed at the time. But the main point is that this guy stood up and basically acknowledged that, hey, all you guys in this room that are acknowledging that this guy is a hero or he's some kind of leader, he was basically insinuating, hey, he's not, because he manipulated and led us astray by lying to the American people that there was weapons of mass destruction, got us in a 20-year war, et cetera, et cetera. And some of the things that happened back then are now bleeding over into today politically, and people don't even realize that. But yeah,
what I was arguing, my point was, it reminded me of Ye, the same shit. He was, on the contrary, he was an army vet complaining to Bush about everything he put him through.
Yeah.
And then Ye is doing the same thing with the Jews. Everything. He's whining and complaining. And, and my point is, why whine and complain? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? I feel like you should be able to
articulate certain things, right? Like, and then with your stance, like, because people, there's no accountability out here no more, man. Like, people are not taking accountability. Like, being a man, being honorable,
That's
like,
my point.
being an honorable man. Like, like, being a man of your word.
Yeah.
Like, on the streets, because on the streets is your word is your bond. My
exactly.
nigga. If you don't, like, you're gonna get clipped, type shit, bro. This is part of the code, type shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna get clipped.
Well, my point was
just being honorable and being like, because you know Dame Dash, right?
Yeah.
Because like the way how that nigga moves, like, you know, he demand the presence of in the room because he's a general type shit. Like in the alpha type of mentality type shit.
You said take accountability, and that was my whole point.
Yeah.
I feel like he should take accountability for his mistakes when he was 18.
Exactly.
Like nobody forced him into the army. It was his decision as a man, as a young man, but
choice.
Still a man. He still have a decision to make. And I'm not saying that he should have known that Bush was this fucking tyrannical fucking power that was manipulating
but like
public.
people want to push the blame, they want to point the finger, but like, because you put yourself, you lay in your own bed.
You have the power.
You have the power.
Only people can
you have your own
manipulate
free
you.
will. What you want to do, nigga?
Yeah.
So like, figure out what the fuck, what you want to do.
Let me ask you
but I
this.
feel like that's.
Let me say this. And as far to as part as whatever, I can't even say it, but I'm gonna just say this.
Just say it, bro.
So I get what you're saying, but at the same time, what if his remorse is because it's like what's it called? Like false advertisement, right? Mm-hmm. So you're deciding to go and sign up for something because you have the idea of what it is. Mm-hmm. You think that's what it is. That's what they're selling it to you. That's what they're presenting it to you. And then once you get there, you realize it's not what it was that you signed up for.
Yeah, exactly.
So is that your fault for signing up?
Well, that's
being sold or something that you was
presented
to you in a way of.
But like that's
how you
all.
thought.
That's all part of marketing, bro. Because like people are like being manipulated and programmed to think a certain way. Because
Christian marketing.
Yeah, but marketing.
No, it's marketing. What you agree with?
What's a form of? Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. Don't do that.
Listen,
hold on.
Don't do that, please.
Christian,
That's not part of it.
So I feel like this is synonymous because at the end of the day, was he complaining or was he actually in fact spreading awareness?
That's the thing. Bringing awareness
I think that
he's spreading awareness, yeah.
And yes, like to Red's point and extent, like he probably didn't know that this guy was that way.
Yeah.
But then when he went in and he saw for firsthand what was going on, I mean clearly. And when you say marketing, bro.
It's part of the marketing.
I don't understand that. When you say marketing, what do you mean by the army? They're not marketing people in the army.
Through
Listen, guys, he's talking about. Dog, can you explain it? Explain it.
Okay, let me explain.
That's a really poor marketing strategy.
I'm gonna bring it back to y'all. Who controls?
Like to die today?
But
they don't tell you that.
Okay, I'm gonna elevate the conversation. I'm gonna elevate the conversation. I'm gonna elevate the conversation. Who controls the networks? The media networks. The media. Fox. CNN.
Good. Hey, hold on. Hey, Kristian gotta put y'all in a little.
I'll put you in your place, nigga. So like,
what are you putting in my place? Can you define that? You're saying shit that I already know and most people already know.
No, but like, well, people. I mean, the normal, fast, low vibration person, they're not gonna think that. You have to be like be self-aware and conscious of it. Then there's a lot of sheep. Then a lot of shepherds out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me bring it back.
But that's what we're saying though. Is like. It's not even about marketing. It's like
about the networks.
Well, he's saying that the networks are social engineering this concept that you're believing.
Understand?
That's marketing to some degree. Okay. Marketing is manipulation. I'm manipulating you to believe that all this shit is happening.
Okay. Yes. So like the weapons of mass destruction is based off.
They weaponize that shit.
They put it in front of your face constantly.
So okay, but that's the same thing as false advertisement, though.
That's false advertisement.
Whose fault is it Is it the manipulator's fault? Or is it your fault for believing
so I'll tell you this, right?
In that context, I believe it's not the manipulator, your fault.
Your fault, yeah.
Your fault. I agree. I agree with that.
But listen to this though. If you walk into let's just say a fried chicken spot, right? It says KFC, right? You walk into the KFC and you get there in the menu and there's no chicken in there. And you wanted to go into the spot expecting for chicken.
Yeah.
Whose fault is it? Is it your fault for going in there wanting the chicken because you thought this was a chicken spot, or is it their fault because they advertised it as a chicken spot and once you got in there was no chicken in there?
But like you,
I guarantee you, like the first motherfucker to walk in that damn store and notice there wasn't no chicken.
Yeah.
But like,
so there's information about this place being.
No, but this is your first
false advertising.
False advertising.
Well, how did I hear about this place? Did someone tell me? And if someone told me, did they tell me that there was no motherfucking chicken? Information is in front of your face. Truth is in front of your face.
But what if they did it though?
But brother, that's your part on your due diligence. Do the
now you know. Now you know.
Research.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay, so my due diligence would only come afterwards because then I could either choose to stay here or I could choose to leave. But it's not my fault that I came here looking for chicken and this is the spot. It was advertised for chicken and I got in there and there was no chicken.
So you got manipulated.
Let me get it. Let me get it though. Now he has information that this spot doesn't sell motherfucking chicken. They lying.
They're lying. They're capping. Shit.
So I'm gonna tell the whole world this motherfucking place capping, nigga. Ain't no motherfucking chicken.
Yeah. Okay.
So now you're telling hey, fuck this place. We're done with this place.
So that's an example of what the guy was telling them about George Bush.
No, he's complaining to that's equivalent of him going to the chicken spot. But hey, nigga, why aren't you serving no motherfucking chicken? You a lie, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Nigga, hey,
it's
nigga.
the same thing.
But
Look,
you don't think he has a right though to do that though?
I lied to you, nigga. I just said there was chicken to bring you in here.
Yeah, but don't you think you should complain about that because you've been lied to?
To the nigga that manipulates you, that knows that he's selling you bullshit instead of chicken?
I think in that context, it's a little different. It's the same, but it's different.
I don't know.
It's hard to say because there's one thing to be going and getting food, but another thing to be going to war and getting blown up by EMPs.
That's true too. That's true too. Because like, if you're gonna risk your life for something, you want it to be for the best interest. Obviously, like you don't want it to be for the worst reasons. I would say you don't want to be over here you want to be serving your country for the right reasons, not to be over here serving your country just to fucking bully another country. You know what I'm saying, or suppress another country.
Yeah, of course.
You're afraid of what they're either doing or they're not doing. What they're not doing.
Even Bush's daddy,
George
who
Bush
ran for, he was fraud.
So how many videos have you seen where he's in Saudi Arabia basically making deals with the Saudis back then?
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's tons and tons of content and conspiracy theories about how 9/11 really happened. I'm not really going to get into that, but it makes you put into question what was really going on. I think if there was any type of planning and plotting, if that theory is true, it definitely took place in the 90s and then was passed on to the son later on, and then we had that thing that happened in 2001. But I think I think you can separate certain manipulation from other things that need to be brought up to other people's attention. Hey, this is a problem. This guy manipulated you, et cetera, et cetera. And it is I think, depending on the situation, I think it is the manipulator's fault in certain things, because if it goes too far where it's going to cost life or liberty or any type of
liberation and
or any type of person's life, I mean, I think at that point that goes too far. But I think if we're talking corporate marketing, business, if we're talking stuff in that realm, consumer prices and consumer purchases that day in and day out Americans make, I think that is on the consumer, because they didn't do their research and look into that. Yeah. But I think things like war and being manipulated to go into go fight for the country and this whole thing, you need to serve for America because this is the greatest nation. I think that you have to put into perspective too.
It plays with your heartstrings too.
Yeah,
plays with your heartstrings because it gets you all emotional. You know, they don't. A lot of people don't talk about this, but it's the boot camps and shit. What they do, they break you down. They do. They really break you down. They change everything about
your whole mind frame.
It's
and everything.
It has the same effect of jail. You know what I'm saying? Like but it's different though because how they break you down is through rigorous training and fatigue and like mindset things. In jail, it's just you're breaking down because of the loneliness. You're just isolated from yourself. So
exactly.
You get disconnected from the world. But it's kind of like the same from the U.S. Army because it's like they're teaching you how to live in war. They're not teaching you how to live as a human being. You know what I'm saying? They teach you how to survive.
Survival skill instincts.
They kill your logical thought.
Yeah.
They don't want you to think.
They don't want you to think, and then you be so emotional. You be in an
But you didn't think before because you went into the army.
Yeah, but also that also makes a bad soldier though, because a soldier that doesn't take
you have to be logical though.
Could end up. You could end up killing a lot of people though, because if one person gets conflicted about a choice, right? An officer gives you a task, right?
An order,
you feel some type of way about it. You know what I'm saying? You're hesitant on it because of, say, there's like kids in that other building. You know what I'm saying? But like if you don't do something, the terrorists might blow up like 50 of your troops or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's like a gray area that kind of sucks because it's like one end, there's nothing you could do. Either you listen and then you end up having to kill kids or innocent
you have
people.
To obey.
Like, they did.
You don't.
They did.
I know, but
many stories.
War is horrible. You know what I'm saying?
You allowed somebody to change your whole philosophy of life, your moral code,
and everything. Yeah.
So. And you killed. There's so many motherfucking like. Even Joe Budden interviewed a dude who was part of this Iraq war and shit, and they were the special teams. And he talks about how he killed a fucking kid. Yeah, Saddam Hussein's kid. Yeah,
damn, bro.
He did, and killed his father in front of his eyes. You allowed another entity to reprogram you and make you think that everything you're doing, what I tell you is good, and everything else is bad. Yeah. You allowed manipulation.
You allow it.
That's my motherfucking point. You allowed it.
You allowed it.
There's always a fucking decision.
It's always like a choice.
That's my whole fucking point. And you can't lie that there's information out here. Truth is in front of your eyes.
Right every day.
Orlando Brown said. He said that nigga's crazy as fuck.
Oh yeah,
but he had a recent interview and he said the revolution is televised. Nobody gives a fuck. Yeah. He's smart, dude. Listen, there's a video I posted. I don't know if you guys saw it, but there was this video I posted that explains everything the government's fucking doing. Yeah, everything they're doing to manipulate us and put us down to this specific new world. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, that segues right into the next point, bro.
They put us right into this fucking new world. It's part of the new world. They explain every single form of manipulation possible. And it's happening right now. It's happening right now.
In our eyes. Yeah.
Well, so the question is there a way to where they speak either some kind of code language, or do they subliminally give us clues about what they're trying to do and say to us? Things like Bill Gates saying, hey, I believe it was a TED Talk he did about vaccinations, about medical care for women, et cetera, and then him saying, if we do all these things, we can reduce the population by 15 to 20%. Mm-hmm. And he said that on live. Yeah. Well, not live. Well, I guess it's live. It was on YouTube. But he said that, and it was televised, and it was put on YouTube. And YouTube didn't even flag that.
That's what I'm saying.
You know? But people, because they have the sheep mentality, we said earlier, they didn't even fucking catch that, what this guy said. Yeah. He said, hey, if we do XYZ, we'll reduce the population by 15 to 20%, and we can have a more equitable world. World. Better equality for all, including minorities. Why are they saying this? Bro, why are they bringing this up, bro? And then why do you have things like what we talked about off camera about The Simpsons? The Simpsons for years they even predicted Trump's election
right there,
right? Or I won't even say his name.
In front of your face.
DT. They predicted DT's election way back then. So the question is, like, are all of us conspiracy theories, or are they trying to make us sound like they are because they know that they have the truth and we as peasants don't?
Exactly.
I'm so glad you brought that up because that's what I was talking about before. before, like on a previous podcast where we're talking about conspiracy theories, and it's like you can't get too far into conspiracy theories.
Yeah, of course. You'll be in a rabbit hole.
But then you start to lose.
True.
You actually start to lose logic. You start to lose reason because you start to look at things so differently in a conspiracy way that you start to lose your actual logic and
that's a great
well-being
point.
and everything. You know what I'm saying?
There, yeah.
And it's like, as far as it being in our faces, I mean, the best place to hide is in plain and open. You know what I'm saying? In plain sight. You know what I'm saying? That's the best place to hide because everybody is like, I use an example, right? Like, when I used to live with my mom, you know what I'm saying? The best place for her to hide things is to put that shit in the refrigerator right in the front because she knows I'm not going to see that shit.
Because you looking.
Exactly.
You expecting it to be somewhere
in the back or something or anywhere else, I find it. I see it.
Yeah.
But if it's right in front of my face, I don't even notice it.
It's excellent.
It's just walk right past it. You know what I'm saying?
back to your point that you're talking about the conspiracy and going too deep into the conspiracy theorists, and that goes into your point that you brought up, obsession. Yeah. And when is it okay to be? And I personally love people who are obsessed.
I'm obsessed
because all the obsessed people are great.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I think there could be a
fine line.
A detriment to being obsessed because maybe you lose track of this reality you're in. But at the same time, I feel like how the fuck are you supposed to be great? Yeah. You gotta be a conspiracy theorist to some degree if you're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Agree, yes.
And I think that conspiracy theorist fucking term is gaslighting a little bit. Yes. Like, nigga.
Well, I think it just has a wrong stigma on it. I think it's a stigma on.
I can't conspiracize.
It's what it is. It's in the name, a theory. You know what I'm saying? A theory is a collection of thoughts, an idea. Yes. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sure it's facts or something, but it's a theory is a thoughts that are collected. A collection of thoughts to try to break something down. You know what I'm saying? That's a theory. It's art. Like, you know what I mean?
If I have a question, if millions of people agree to this theory, does it become fact?
That's a great question. It's a great question. Yes and no. Yes and no. The reason why I'll tell you no, right? No, because it's like, if it's not real, it's not real. But if you can get enough people to believe it, then you can change the reality of it.
This ain't real, nigga. This whole world going to work for money. It's fake. It's not real.
It's a facade.
Well, it's an idea.
It's just a group of people who say this has value, but it really doesn't.
And that's
kind of vague, though. That's kind of vague, though, because you say that this is not real.
That itself is a conspiracy theory that all money has value in the world. Paper fiat money when it doesn't. When it doesn't in reality,
it doesn't.
It's a literal.
It has to be backed by
conspiracy theory that it has some value when in factual sense it doesn't.
And we'll trade all the time in the world for it. It was a theory that we all started to believe in, and it became fact. And this is why these motherfuckers is so damn good. Because they know how to manipulate millions of motherfucking people. Yeah. That's when it becomes fact.
I think the most powerful is like just how you could like get the mass of love from people. That's when you have the love of the people. That could be dangerous.
Oh yeah. It's a lot of power.
There's a lot of power of influence. So like you're talking about physical money, but like sometimes you have allies in different countries and shit because you have relationships. So like in a form of payment, you don't need to do like fucking money type shit, bro. Transactional shit. Mm-hmm. You could like.
Yeah, but how many times have that love road that you're going down?
No, just I'm talking about
how many times have other countries been fucking bombed to smithereens, blown to bits, wars created? Like, when people actually, and this is why I have an issue with this concept that if we all come together, somehow we're going to change shit.
Yeah, we have to come together.
The only way to change shit is through bloodshed and fucking war. I'm not kidding you.
I know.
That is literally it. If you want to change a country, let's say the United States, half the United States thinks that this country is owned, going back to the indigenous people, and then the other half think that it was owned by the Europeans because of the bloodshed that incurred. Until the indigenous people, let's say, or other minorities rise up and form some kind of militia, and I'm not inciting this, I'm just saying in theory, until they actually rise up and overthrow that government that you currently have, you will never fucking have power. You will never have shit. So this love boat shit ain't gonna happen, dude.
Like you have to be
ain't gonna happen, and that's not gonna solve shit.
You have to be in abundance. You have to be in abundance of love, bro. Like anyway, it's like understanding.
But look, this is the thing.
From person to person.
A lot of war starts because of love.
Yeah.
You realize that. So you love something so hard that you're willing to fight for it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like patriotism, right?
It's not all about love, because like it could be subjective. You might love one thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, if somebody killed one of your family members, right? It's that love that you have. You have such a strong love for your family member.
You're gonna hold back.
You want to go redeem that.
Yeah. But there's like,
avenge that.
It's gonna let yourself be compromised of your moral code.
See, emotion. How he was triggered from getting his phone hacked. Emotion. That's when you let yourself open that much, and then somebody can trigger you through emotion. You're fucking weak. You're weak.
Because you make yourself vulnerable and compromised.
It's a weak mindset.
You're weak. What the fuck someone killed your damn cousin, you about to go avenge his death. But that's a gang over there. It's just one of you. Why don't you tell your gang, come back and say, hey dog, they killed my cousin.
Yeah, let's go. Well, I'm ready.
Let's create a fucking plan. Let's do some shit. How we gonna get him back?
That still creates the war though.
Life is war.
Life is war.
Like Peter, like,
you're fighting
like Jordan Peter said
war
one time,
right now.
Like Jordan Peter said one time, he made an example. Like you kill. It's just like take it for example, like the Israel army, right? The Hebrew army, right? Anytime a Pakistani killed one of their soldiers, for one soldier, they would kill 10 of their people. For one of their soldiers dying, a Hebrew, they would kill 10 of their Pakistani people or Arab people, right? It's because of I forgot where I was going with that. But I was saying,
it's like the same thing in LA, bro, with the Crips and Bloods and shit. And like,
but that doesn't end anything. It just creates war until everybody's dead and nothing's left.
But listen.
It's about honor and respect. In these codes, and you need to obey by those codes. If you violate me, you against the code, I'm gonna take you out. Period. It's part of it.
But that doesn't. But that goes against what you're saying though, because you're trying to push love. But it's like if somebody disrespects you or they violate you, you're willing to offer.
It's like if you go in my.
It's not about love like that. You're seeing love in a different way.
Well, that's my perspective.
Love connects people. Yes, it does.
It does.
Yes, it does. But you're talking about the emotional sense of fucking love. When we hop outside of our tribe, there's an entity out here who doesn't play by them love fucking rules. They don't even believe in equality, what they're trying to give to you.
In those codes you're talking about, because that's what I asked. I said, what fucking codes you talking about? What codes?
If you violate somebody and would disrespect a man on his turf.
No. These niggas play a different game. And this is what I mean. They don't believe in equality. They believe we up top and you fucking muggles are down here.
Hierarchy.
Exactly. So if they keep on trying to feed us that dumbass philosophy that does not fucking work. So we can't play by them rules. We have to play their rules.
We have to play smart.
Oh, okay, motherfucker.
We have to be
you want to play that game? That's what we need to be on.
Yeah.
But these motherfuckers, we're walking sleep, bro. Yeah, like that video I was talking about.
Sleep out here.
That video I was talking about has 1 million motherfucking views about how the fucking
talk about this. Yeah,
dude, people watched it.
Yeah.
It's talking about the same shit that's happening right now in the new world we're about to go into, where there's more control. Yeah. If you know the fucking plan, it's in front of your fucking face. Millions of people watch this shit. Are these people straight dumb? They can't receive the information, or
don't want to believe?
Are they lazy as fuck and don't want to put in some work to build themselves up from the ground up?
I think it's both. I think a lot of it has to do with also. I think also in this age is that we have an overload of information. We have so much information that a lot of the times people don't know how to process it. Like even like when you think about it, how much we have evolved how much technology has evolved within the last decade. You know what I'm saying? Is outrageous when you think about it, because we have evolved so fast to the point where it was like. It's been faster than humans have been able to evolve to get used to it.
To catch up.
You know what I'm saying? We're so advanced with this technology, with the phone, with the information, that it's a new era, it's a new system. Because it's like at one time you could only get information if you put the work in, if you went out to the library, and it was only a certain amount of information you can get. So you can only get like his story, you know what I'm saying? Whoever is writing it at the top, that was the only information you can get, whether it be in college or you're in the library professionals. Now everything is so open. Like information's all on the internet. It's information overload. So you might watch something one day, but then you forget about it the next 2 months, 3 months because you've already learned all this other stuff. You've already put in the information. So that does tie into being lazy because then you didn't really sit down and take notes and digest what it is that you saw.
Because you didn't take the time. Because the reason why
it's stupid.
The reason why you in that loop pattern because like you don't want to put in the work and do your own fucking research. People are lazy.
Yeah.
People are fucking lazy.
That's what I chalk it up to.
I want to elevate this conversation. Motherfuckers are lazy because of that device right there that he's holding right there.
Good point.
The different portals. You get lost in that portal.
Oh yeah.
And then like you in the blue screen.
Yeah.
Then you go. I sound like a fucking broken record right now. I'm sick and tired.
You do talk about that blue
But that
screen
further
shit.
proves his point.
Yeah.
Because who was the manipulator who created that device to get you hooked on that? Are we gonna point to them? or are we? And it's Steve Jobs with the
people
iPhone.
on the top. The people on the top for sure.
And are we gonna solely blame? Because I see this a lot. Are we solely gonna blame them, or did they just create an invention and then we, as the people
are just using it wrong?
Picked it up and then got manipulated and basically are now addicted to it. It's so bad that I was on the fucking 405 today and I have a FedEx driver literally like going like this.
Dude.
Like literally,
Holy
dude. Like,
fuck. How about full fucking like holster and so you just like, come on, man. You dumbass niggas. Come on.
Yeah.
That's kinda harsh.
I feel it though.
I don't care. But like, yeah, just be safe out here, bro. Like you can't be like
Come on. At the same time, you also have to realize, like, what I think they should have did is gave us like an outline or a manual to this.
There's no manual to this shit, bro.
So that it doesn't get
Shit, that's not
why would they do that? If they can manipulate you through pricing, through fucking cost effectiveness. Look, bro, they're not gonna do that because then you're gonna realize, oh shit. These guys over here in this country that are developing this for a cheap price, but yet we're going to upsell it in this country because they have more capital. We're not going to tell them that it's actually worth X when actually we're going to raise the value to Y. That's way above. Why the fuck would they give you the guidelines?
Like, there's no odds like that.
I mean, as far as like, let's say for example, like social media, right? So it's like when social media came into the thing, like when, like let's just say, let's start off with Facebook because MySpace was like social, but it wasn't like Facebook. Facebook changed the game.
Yeah, Facebook did change the game.
It changed it completely.
Yeah. Connected everything.
Exactly. So they designed that. They set it up to get people to engage on it.
But actually, like, does people on there on that bitch? Are we actually engaging? There's not real connection. Because like out in real life, niggas are goofy as fuck.
Yeah, it's a good point.
They're goofy as fuck. Because like no reason why they're goofy. Because like we're not interacting with each other. We can't have normal ass. Everyone's introverted on this thing.
You can't even plot with your boys. You can't make an actual plan.
That's the world that we live in.
But that's the elevation. That was the evolution of the social media. But when it first came out,
you cannot have
when Facebook first came out, it was real. Like everybody was actually talking.
No, but like nobody's talking to each other no more, having connections no more.
What happened? What happened?
So it's fake.
What happened to it? What happened?
You're missing what I'm saying.
Because like we got programmed and manipulated by the people on the top.
And that's what I'm saying.
How?
And that's what I'm saying though. Is that they should have a guideline to this, right?
They're not gonna tell you that because they want you to real into that.
They want you on the app as long as possible.
They want you on the app as more
I understand that. I understand.
They want you to be enslaved.
Okay,
So
yes.
you're poor,
I
so you
understand
spend
that.
more, and so they get richer and they stay at the top.
You stay on top, you stay at the bottom.
Hierarchy situation.
Go to game.
But
That's
what
the
I'm
game.
saying
Without
I understand the game, and I know that they're manipulating.
Then why you in that loop cycle?
Hold on, calm down.
Because you're
Okay,
it
fine.
sounds like you're
making good points, but calm down.
like you do the same thing.
No, I don't. I create. I'm here. I'm creating,
Christian,
bro.
you just said that.
I'm creating
Christian,
right here.
you just said
I'm
that you're-
creating. I'm making a point right here. I'm creating.
You got hacked, Christian. So how did you get hacked, my nigga?
shit.
How the fuck did you get hacked?
Take that.
Because you were
I'll take that.
fucking
Hold on.
Take it like a
Okay,
man.
I'll take it like a minute.
No,
I'll take it like a minute.
Puff your chest out. Puff your chest out.
Yeah, I'll take it like a minute.
because you're talking like as if you don't do it, but
Sit down.
if you didn't do it, how the fuck did you get hacked, bro? You just got hacked because you were on the social media and you were tying into their fucking society.
Hey, bro.
I learned from this.
He just
I'm not gonna sit here. I'm I'm not gonna sit here and be a victim bitch. I'm gonna be a victim.
When I'm
gonna move on for the lesson. You're gonna be stuck in the past. We're gonna be in the same loop cycle. You're gonna learn from the lesson like you told me. So you hold me accountable, right?
Hey.
You want to hold me accountable, right?
Don't shoot.
So I learned from all lessons.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Don't shoot the messenger. No.
Wipe your mouth. Wipe your mouth.
I don't understand where you're coming from, because like what you're saying is that you're coming at me saying that like I'm falling into the trap, and what I'm saying, my argument,
he's speaking
is
in
that,
general.
Yes, I understand.
Are you speaking in your code?
It's a manipulation. They use that to take us over. Okay, right? Just like any type of medication, when they release a medication, they should tell you the fucking side effects.
Yeah.
They need to tell you the side effects of the. They don't. Nigga, did they tell you this? Did you know about the side effects of Facebook?
In the messaging.
Inconspicuous ways.
In physical ways.
You feel me?
Subtle ways.
You have to find out.
To fine print.
The fine print that's thousands of pages long.
What I'm saying.
Okay, I'll listen.
Right? Is that when this shit first happened, when Mark Zuckerberg, they got together, right, and they all brainstormed on how to engage people. It's like a marketing scheme, like you were saying earlier. Yeah. How to get people hooked on this, how to reduce, how to have people release serotonin in their brain. You know what I'm saying? To keep them wanting to come back to this, keep wanting to come back to this, right? But when it first originally started, it was different from how it is now. Now it's overstimulant. It's an overstimulation, right? Yeah. Back then, Facebook, people were only checking for like a couple of hours a day. Yeah. Now it's like people are on Facebook all the time. And what changed? They started implementing more factors. They started implementing videos. They started
Marketing
They started implementing stories. You know what I'm saying? They started implementing hashtags, world things. Yeah. They started enticing people, bringing people in. And that's why I'm saying that technology was moving too fast to the point where humans can't even make the adjustment. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to keep up. We're just trying to keep up with the times, and we're not even understanding, because you can just buy an iPhone 9, right? And a couple of years later, now we have an iPhone 12. And some people don't even know how all the functions on the fucking iPhone that they had previously. But they're already buying the new fucking iPhone. Right. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So it's like they should give us a side effect, like as the terms and conditions. Like when you download the app,
I think you're going to find out the side effect very shortly with
unfortunately,
Neuralink.
Unfortunately, we find out the side effects afterwards when we're all depressed, and we don't understand why the fuck we're depressed. It's because we've been getting serotonin, all that serotonin releasing from the likes and the videos and the comments,
and the likes and
then now you're in the real world, your serotonin is gone because you're not getting stimulized like how you were on the internet.
One more.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you think that you're supposed to be using certain faculties of the human mind, like you should be, instead of having a smartphone and it governing everything? Like, for example,
like
maps
phone
or some
numbers,
shit.
Right? Like
phone numbers. Remember phone numbers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Even like getting like directions. I remember my mom used to print out this.
Right?
We used to get lost.
06 technology.
Well, like I don't know, with the technology. Remember, I sent you the address to this place, and then you got mad at me. No, you just, it's a miscommunication on my part. Sometimes technology is like fucked up like that. There's glitches.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna blame you. I apologize for yelling at you.
Yeah, so like, I mean, I sent you the right address. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm gonna just leave that in the past, bro.
But the funny thing is because the address I had, this is the one that I got it from Anthony.
Oh, okay.
And that's the same one that he's always had. So it's always led us here.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah, but like, besides the point.
Anyways, let's have some fun, guys.
Let's have some fun. But like,
do you believe a hoe can go? I'm just reading this. You believe a hoe can go to charm school and rebrand herself as a wholesome housewife?
Bro, that's so funny because that reminds me.
I said that very
reminds me of. You guys ever seen the VH1 Charm School?
Charm School.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that?
I didn't watch it, but I know about it.
I know of it.
It's like, okay, so what it is like, you know, all the regular VH1 like love reality shows,
all those people,
with Tia. Well, I think it started out with Flavor of Love, and then it went to
reality TV.
What's was on there? Probably
Tequila.
Oh, dude,
she was on there. She had hers, and then
that's crazy.
But hers, who was before? It was a dude, the rock star. What was his name?
Oh shit, the country guy?
Yeah,
was it a country guy?
Kinda. He was like rock though.
Yeah, rock country. Kind of like Sweet Home Alabama.
Exactly,
that
type of nigga, but I forgot his name.
I don't know.
Yeah, with him. Okay, so anyways, they took all the girls from those shows and they brought them to a charm school.
Heart something.
Yeah, something heart. Yeah. And they brought them into a charm school to try to like change them up and make them into women and respectful women and
respectful
everything.
women.
Yeah. Do you believe?
You believe in that?
Do you believe they can renew themselves?
Can be reinvent themselves?
Yeah, I do. I always think that you can always reinvent yourself.
He believes in a Cinderella story.
Okay, so the girlies.
Actually, you got to be more specific.
Well, the girlies are doing something new. Brittany Renner,
reinventing themselves.
Mia Khalifa. They're on like a fucking rebrand tour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know their past. You know Brittany Renner's past. You know fucking.
We already know their past.
Now they're trying to reinvent themselves, saying, "I went to therapy and I noticed that I was moving wrong." And
like that what she said, I call her daddy.
I was moving wrong.
I'm moving wrong.
I was being taken advantage of. Actually, and men led me to that lifestyle. They manipulated me.
The problem. I'm in a relationship with a man.
No. I mean, it's like vice versa because it's like you can't really blame another factor for your choices. Like even with Brittany Renner, like you know what I'm saying, like she even said this, like what she wanted. How she is now is how she has always been from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But it's like all those fucking things that are in her life at that present time changed her outlook on how she even saw herself. Okay. So it was like, if you like, say for instance, birds of a feather flock together, right? So if you hanging around a whole bunch of people who don't have morals, or they don't have or they don't see you, they don't respect you, or they don't respect themselves to a certain point, and you're around that, you're gonna fall for that. You're gonna think that's the new norm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can have sympathy for somebody who's done shit in the past, but as long as they realize that they were wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now they want to do the steps to change and move forward. I can respect that. But if you're saying, if you're blaming other people for your past, though, I don't respect
accountability.
Accountability. That's all we want. We just want accountability out here. Like with me, I can admit I could be wrong.
To answer your question, yes, I do think you could get.
No, but like,
so does that erase their whole past, though?
Yeah, the whole past.
Does it erase your?
Do you believe that they can? Renew themselves and erase everything that they did, so they can live a whole new life, or do they have to suffer the consequences of what they did in their past life?
I just think as a person, it depends personal on that person, because it's like, well, you could let your past define you, you know what I'm saying, or you could just keep moving on. And the more you build yourself up, eventually, if you get to a higher state, nobody's gonna give a fuck about your past, and they're gonna look at it, well, you were young and dumb, and you didn't really give a fuck then. You know what I'm saying? But if you're moving forward in a spot where you're trying to break out of that, but like
the old shell, okay,
you're still like living in the past, you're still living in that skin, you know what I'm saying? You haven't even made the change within yourself, then other people are not, like if you don't view yourself differently, how do you expect other people to view you differently? You know what I'm saying? Point. If you still see yourself in your past and how you were, there's no other way that other people are going to change you. And yes, people are always going to shit on you for your past, you know what I'm saying? But they can't shit on you if you're successful.
Yeah, I agree. Like internally and on a personal level, you can change yourself, but I think when you look at a larger scope of things, bro, when I see Mia Khalifa, I think everybody fucking knows, bro. Yeah. Like you can't change that part, but she can change going forward, absolutely, to inspire her, inspire herself to do great and mighty things like that don't involve industry, and I respect her for that. But I think that forever her image will be tainted by that, because she chose to do that.
Yeah,
right.
And that's the thing.
So don't kill the whole porn industry because you chose wrong.
Good fucking point.
Right?
Name took advantage of me.
Yeah. Right. You chose that. That's free will.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what. Because no matter what business you go into, no matter what industry you're gonna go into, there's always gonna be people that are gonna manipulate you and use you and abuse you type shit. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the fact that if you're new onto something and people that know that you're new and you're not smart, they're gonna take advantage of you regardless if you're a man or a woman. You know?
True.
So it's like I don't think you should necessarily blame them. But what I was gonna say about her actually getting forgotten, like it's kind of hard when you're doing porn because it's like it's so open, everybody can see, and it puts you in a very vulnerable spot because
everywhere
you're
on the
doing
internet.
very, very like you know, it's supposed to be private things in between people behind closed doors, but you're being open with it, you're showing it, right? So, but here's the thing though, it's like only the people who are gonna know of her right now is the ones that have already seen her in that act. 10 years from now, when a new generation has come, if she's not doing anything with porn or anything, and you know her and she rebrands herself with a whole new name, obviously in the back of her mind, obviously in the back of regular people's mind, they're gonna still know.
Still this
a new
lifetime.
generation coming forward, if they've never seen it, they're not gonna know. You know what I'm saying? And you possibly might be able to get up and move forward with it until one of those motherfuckers who go on Twitter and go,
isn't she
back
still on there?
years,
Yeah,
She's still on.
She's still on there.
She's still on the archives, bro.
You would know. Yeah,
I know. I see her work.
Specialist.
I see her work.
Well, that's the thing though. It's because it's like a rap industry.
Like a 7.5 and 8. Like, what would you say?
He's labeled
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Me and Khalifa, go ahead.
Oh my bad. It's like the rap industry though too. When you think about it, when you don't have the masters to your songs and everything, like they still play the songs. You have no control. I feel like it's the same thing with the porn industry because you signed up with these, you had contracts with the people. You don't own that product. Even it's you and your faces on that, you don't own it. So they're able to release it. They still can have it out there, and I feel like you can't do anything unless you own it. But like.
Well, let's go talk about this.
That's not how the industry works.
Your top adult film star, porn stars. Top three. Angela White.
I don't even know who that is.
Angela White.
She bad.
She bad. Indica Flower. Oh yeah, she's fire.
Oh,
bro.
Indica Flower.
Oh, she fire, bro. And then you got who's the dirty one? Lana Rose.
I was thinking a little too hard on that.
Lana Rose.
Chub by me, bro.
I mean, what? Those are like. I mean, they have some AVNs, like awards and shit, bro.
Why
Like
you say Riley Reid? That's the most known.
Riley Reid.
That little skinny little fucking frail
It's
bitch.
cute as fuck.
Every guy has heard of
Pinky, nigga. I'm taking the old school. Y'all don't even know Pinky.
Old school.
Pinky, nigga. Pinky.
I think the name speaks for itself.
How about would you like smash Dolly Parton? Dolly
She's not a porn star, but I'll take her on a date. She's like a respectable woman. Yeah, she's old now.
She's the one who sings the country songs, right? Is that the same one?
Yeah,
That's the same one.
Dolly Parton was pretty fly today. Back in the day, back in the day, Dolly Parton.
Man, dude, you went that far. You want to see all of Texas over there.
No, she's from Tennessee, right? Yeah, Tennessee.
I stand corrected. You want to see all of Texas?
What is your type, Kristian? What is
Alexis,
your type?
Texas.
What do you like? You like blondes, brunettes?
Oh my god.
Ask the question again.
What's your type? What do you
What's my
like?
type?
Yeah, what do you like? Blondes, brunettes, redheads?
I like brunettes.
Big girls, small girls, petite,
Like petite, like good. Like she has comportionalized.
Why? Okay.
You like slim thick.
Slim thick.
No,
I like pogs.
Are y'all scared of thick girls? Y'all scared of thick girls?
No.
Are you scared of thick girls?
I love thick girls.
That's my cushion for the pushing.
How about y'all?
Cushion for the pushing.
This has Christian been with them.
Well, y'all like y'all.
You gotta ride the wave, my nigga. Ride the wave.
What y'all think about
Surfboard.
What you think about
Watermelon.
What you think about
Look at Colin.
Oh my god, bro! Like, what you guys think about pogs and shit? I like.
Name two pogs. Y'all still couldn't do it. You couldn't do one. What? Iggy
is
real, natural pog.
Before she had her butt surgery, she did have a nice booty though.
She did, yeah. Iggy Azalea.
Why she died surgery?
I think Ava.
She poofed it.
And then she.
They did.
I had a thing for that girl.
She hit with Nicki Minaj, but the ass got fatter.
Nicki Minaj.
Where is she now? She's gone, huh?
I don't know what she's doing.
She fell off.
She's doing something. She might be doing a podcast.
Yeah, doing her thing. But
do all these hoes blame dudes for their introduction to porn?
And their introduction to porn?
Yeah.
Introduction to porn.
I feel like they all do. And I feel like, how much weight do you put on men coercing women into sexual situations? Because that's their claim, that men do that. And I think that's a regular thing within courtship and seduction. Yeah. We're forced to do that. So I feel like they're drawing the line down to like...
It's a fine line.
Yeah,
it's
like...
a fine line.
You're coercing me. You're persuading me. Is it scary out here? That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, isn't it the same thing when women wear makeup and they wear these type of clothes? Aren't they coercing
Very provocative.
They're trying to get your attention. They're trying to lure you in, so that way you can you can kind of approach them and talk to them. You know,
it's a slippery slope because we gotta do all the action. We gotta come up. We gotta fucking. You feel me?
Approach them and stuff.
And the only reason why I say this is because I feel like with Andrew Tate, they're creating that slippery slope.
It is.
Oh, okay. Like you're saying, like
he had a PhD course. Oh, my phone.
It's like a Udemy course.
It was a pimping host.
It's like a pimping Udemy course, huh? Okay. But like,
and he had a lot of crazy shit on there. How to manipulate a girl.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Okay.
How to make her do whatever you say.
But like, are these guys?
Bots?
Are these
creating bots?
Are these dudes like actually going in the field and doing like implementing these things?
I'm pretty sure Andrew Tate has.
They're not going outside. But they're not going outside, nigga. If you introvert, you like a hermit, and then you be on the porn website and doing this, and that's all you're doing.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Watch your mic.
That's part of it.
Can we blur that out?
Yeah.
God, dude.
I'm sorry for the kids at home.
Sorry, that's wild.
This is like explicit content anyway, so like why are they watching this? But like, yeah, speaking to like
not made for kids.
Not made for the kids, but like in a way, the adult industry is fucking us like masculinity in men.
But don't we have to manipulate a girl somehow?
Yeah,
we gotta manipulate a girl.
I don't know.
I gotta get you to my fucking house.
Yeah.
You want a drink? Can I get you a drink?
Yeah.
Is that a little?
No.
That's a normal line that you say.
But that's not. But look. But that's not manipulation. It's because you're giving her
an option.
It's exactly
option,
you're giving her options because she still has the choice. You could be like, well, Shawty, you can come to my house. I got a couple of drinks. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you're into, you could do it. She has the choice to either come with you or she could turn you away. Can
you admit that they're kind of creating a weird image, even with the Jeffrey Dahmer shit, with the Bill Cosby shit, with the Harvey Weinstein, that men are naturally trying to fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like a girl, like you said last night, a girl can easily say, "You raped me," if she had an unpleasant night.
Yeah, she regretted it.
She got that remorse.
I feel like when it comes down to
sex remorse,
to like the Epsteins and the Bill Cosbys and all that stuff, I feel like a lot of that is, I think it's a little different because you're in the industry and like, let's say an actress, right? She's going for a gig, you know what I'm saying? But then she can't get the gig unless she does something that the other guy wants her to do. At that point, that's manipulation because your job, it has nothing to do with your job. You know what I'm saying? That's a personal thing. But he's saying that like, if you don't do it, you're not going to get a job. That's fucked up. That's manipulation. But if you're a dude out in a bar and you just try to, you know, mingle and shit, and you find Shawty and you give her these options, I feel like it's different because she has a choice. She doesn't have to. She didn't even have to be at the bar that night. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't have to talk to you. And if she decided to go home with you, that was of her own choice.
I know that men do it. The drink is like to loosen you up, so we can have a conversation and to lure you in to some degree. But it always has a negative connotation. Like I feel weird saying it, luring you in,
luring you.
You understand me? But that's what we do. You like if we have to make ourselves inviting. Enticing. I'll create this great night for you.
Mother Nature, the animal kingdom. Like,
but you see how they're trying to pervert it, though? That's what I'm saying. They're trying to pervert that whole scene. Because what Andrew Tate put in his little description of his course, it seemed like, okay, yes, you have to manipulate. I can get a girl to do whatever I want.
So was Andrew Tate the ultimate quagmire? Is he the ultimate quagmire?
Quagmire was fucking.
Yeah.
If you look at Family Guy, Quagmire is the ultimate pimp.
He was fucking.
Funniest and ultimate pimp. He is the ultimate Andrew Tate in that world.
In that virtual reality, yes.
Yeah, I believe so too, dude.
Open up the portal of his couch. Oh, weird.
I don't think that. Well, I mean, it's the same thing with women, because women try to lure you in. Why do they wear those clothes that they're wearing? Why do they get their nails done?
That ain't for you, nigga. That ain't for you, nigga.
Those are definition of thirst trap. Thirst trapping. So that's why it lure you in, because like they're a thirst trap, you know. So
yeah. Girls are allowed. That's a double standard, and I feel like the double standard is getting even worse with this. Like, nigga, I can't offer you a drink. I can't. I can't. Like, maybe maybe Andrew Tate shit is a little like get a bitch to do whatever the fuck you want. It's kind of like, all right, nigga. Well, I mean, but that's what you want a girl to do, though, right?
The girl to do that.
Remember, I was telling you because you asked me what's the difference between younger women and older women, and I was like,
oh yeah.
Like a lot of the younger
experience.
women.
They have a lot of experience, so like they gonna just tell you how it is, bro. So they're not gonna waste their time. And the younger like female, they're pure, so they have no life experience.
Well, a lot of
the time they don't have a mind of their own.
They don't have a mind of their own.
Process of their own. You know what I'm saying?
What's your true purpose in my life, though? And this is going back to our old pod. What's your true purpose? Like, you're there for a good time.
Yeah, that's it.
That's to make me food and clean up a little
if you're
bit.
there for a good time, and supposedly she's there for a good time as well. You know what I'm saying? Because why else would she be in that environment, like a bar or club or whatever? Why else would she be in that environment if not to be there for a good time? And it's like, it's inevitable because you know that you're gonna go to this environment and there's gonna be dudes there and they're gonna hit on you.
They're gonna be preying on you.
Yeah.
Like vultures.
It'd be weird if you were at the beach and somebody walked up to you and be like,
"What's wrong?" Drink? Oh, that's weird.
That's
you know
weird.
What I'm saying? I mean, it still is kind of normal because we're in California, but it's not as normal if you're in a bar and you're like, "Can I buy you a drink, shawty?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But now they don't even want you to do like.
They don't want
to do anything else.
That's a little
like they don't want that at all. They just want you to.
Because females love free shit.
Oh yeah,
well, that's my. Getting to my next point that I'm going to say.
Testament to that.
I can't tell you. I've in the past, like, dude, and I think this goes for every guy. I think a lot of guys get bamboozled and they just eat your fucking pocket, dude. They, grab your money.
God.
But whose fault is it? It's
the guy's
our fault because we fall into that trap.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then we can say the same thing for the females. It's their fault for falling into our trap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess.
If you want to call it a trap,
I'd say that. That's my
I would say
stance.
that. Yeah, that's my stance too.
It's a business. I mean, well, not a business, but like
that's a way of life. That's the way of life.
That's a way of life.
I
want to be a business then. I want to be a business.
Look at young Andrew Tate.
Young Squire.
It's a business.
This is my young Squire.
PhD.
it's a business, you know. But I don't know. That's a good question. I feel like I was saying, like it is on both sides. Like if you're there and you know you want to partake in that, then it's up to you to choose.
Take accountability.
Now, if you're too drunk or something, first and foremost, you should not be too fucked up that you can't at least make some type of correct decisions for yourself. I know when alcohol gets in the system, it fucks up your judgment. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers wake up and they're like, "Oh my god,
is that drugging?
Is that drugging though?
Is that drugging? No, because alcohol is legal.
I know, but like,
and nobody forced you to drink those drinks.
You have a mind of your own, right? Yeah. You have a mind of, you have choice,
Very
right?
true.
Yeah.
They want to have the mind of their own. So they want all this liberation. They don't want to take no damn accountability for shit.
So where's accountability?
Pro-choice.
They don't want to take no type of accountability for shit.
What did I say?
There's a choice.
I forgot.
There's a choice, and then people are just trying to like validate. They're not secure with themselves because they're trying to validate from other people, getting like validation from other people. So you need to validate yourself. That's a key part of it, being validated in yourself.
How do you do that?
You just dig internally. That's why you know yourself, and then like you just like do.
I think the best way
self-analyzation.
This is the best way I could describe the question that you asked, because I got this from. I heard this from 19 Keys, right? 19 Keys.
Okay.
Is that
Shout out to 19
the
Keys.
best? I feel like. Well, this is not what he said, but I'm gonna put it in my own words and what I got out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
That's like a Jeremy thing. Shout out to he likes to shout out.
King shout out.
Shout out 19.
Shout out to Jeremy.
We got to reference the source.
Yeah,
we got to reference the source.
Shout out 19
You were
Keys.
saying.
Okay, so yeah. What I was saying was, it's like I feel like what he was telling me, or what I learned from what he said is like the best way to validate yourself is like to see yourself as your product, right?
Yes.
And it's like, well, are you showing yourself? Are you? Okay, so it's like, are you presenting what you're selling to everybody else? You know what I'm saying? So like, are you? How you're living and how you want people to view you, are you walking around like that? Are you presenting yourself in the way that you want to be bought? Are you selling yourself the way that you want to be bought? Meaning that, like, are you, if you want people to take you seriously as far as business, are you presenting that way? Are you acting like that? Are you walking it like how you are you talking it? How you walking? Are you walking it like you
confidence,
talking? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the best way.
Walk it like you talking?
Yeah, walk it like you talking. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to validate yourself, because it's like, you know who you are, you know what I'm saying? And people are gonna eventually see that. But make sure you're selling that. So if you're gonna be a beacon of light, make sure you're selling the light. Don't try to claim to be a beacon of light and you're producing darkness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You want no straight to darkness.
Be a beacon of hope.
Be
a beacon of hope.
Be a beacon of hope. You know, so I think the best way to validate yourself is what Kristian was saying. You figure out who you are, figure out what you want, have a moral compass, and you just stick to that.
You're gonna make mistakes, but that's on you. You feel me?
Mistakes are important, though.
Like, exactly.
Mistakes in this life to learn.
But they're important when you take accountability for all the mistakes that you take. Okay, I did that wrong. That's me, though. I can't erase that. That's part of me, and I learned. That's experience points.
But then at that point, it makes you question it. Is it a mistake? Because now you've learned from it.
See?
So
but some people just look at it as a mistake. And they want to erase it.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
You
did that.
You did do that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
You clicked on that link, Kristian.
Yeah, you did that. Me and Khalifa was on porn. The fucking
now you learn.
Now you got hacked, my brother.
Yeah, the army vet. You went to war. Me and Khalifa, you did porn. Brittany Reiner, you fucked all them niggas. Take accountability for what the fuck.
She shows up on Call Daddy and airs it all out.
They want to blame niggas.
Can I get an amen?
Hallelujah.
But I'll give respect to Ritter, because at least she does own up to it. She said that.
Absolutely.
She
feels bad about it.
I don't hear nothing she's saying when she speak.
Who?
It's all air.
She fine as fuck.
But I feel like
that's the manipulation. Manipulates you by her looks now.
Yeah, dude. Well, I don't want to hear it talk.
Well, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna tell you this. I've been a fan of hers for a while.
A fan? This nigga always a fan of somebody's.
Shit.
I'm just being honest. I have been a fan of her. I've followed her for a while, and like as I've seen like through her, celebrity crush. But as I've seen her, she's always, at least one thing that I can say about Brittany Renner is like she's always been real. You know what I'm saying? She's always been. She always speaks her mind, and she doesn't really care if anybody goes with how she thinks or if anybody goes or opposes what she thinks. She always is real, and she tells you like how it is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, why he did my nigga PJ wrong then?
That's his fault.
Why he did that my nigga wrong?
Hold up.
That's his fault.
Why he did my nigga?
That's his fault.
Bitch, you a predator.
You dangerous.
Hey, but
you dangerous.
Where was this nigga's people in his corner telling him? He should know that, nigga. You're a basketball player.
You know that pussy good.
You already know
You know that pussy good.
People are coming at you. You already know what you're at. You need to be moving smart.
But she wrote a book about it.
That's why
she wrote a book.
That's why Drake puts hot sauce in his condoms. He already knows what it's about. There's nothing you can change.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. You didn't know that shit?
I don't pay attention to Drake anymore, even though I like his shit.
No, so what happened was,
dude.
Drake put hot sauce in the condom, right? And he threw it away. And the girl took it out of the trash, and she was trying to impregnate herself. Didn't even know. And she ended up burning her vagina because he put hot sauce in. And that's what she gets because she's trying to trap
people are fucking stupid.
Crazy.
That's all power position. Bitch, update your moves. That's an old school bitch move. Update your moves, hey. That's crazy though.
If I did it, I don't have to worry about putting hot sauce in my condom.
I don't think you're gonna catch Drake.
Gonna go in the trash and try to put my shit.
Well, that one bitch got Drake though. That one bitch got Drake.
Wait, so did he put it in after?
After.
Oh,
so he
okay.
took the condom.
Bro, if he's doing it,
he's so calculated.
That's spicy.
Oh fuck.
He's so calculated.
That's a whole other level of kinky right there.
People like that shit though. There's a fetish for that.
Do yeah. I don't know.
That's
it's
a
not.
You know, there's a person in your house where both of you guys are at that used to do shit like that.
Oh God! Please don't tell me no more stories. I don't need any more stories.
It's a long story, but yeah. To make it short, it was by accident, according to them.
What, hot sauce?
And it happened. Not hot sauce. It was something to do with or it might have been hot sauce. Either that or peppers.
Pepper spray.
Hot peppers.
Hot peppers.
And it got somehow it got in the way of
I remember. I know you're talking about
intercourse.
That, yeah. Yeah, it was on his fingers and shit.
Yeah.
He's not
Interesting.
there with us no more, bro.
No, I know.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
He floated out to the shadow realm.
I forgot.
Shadow.
The shadow realm.
Shadow realm. Sheesh, bro.
But yeah, no, that happened.
Google
But
references.
anyway, no more hot sauce.
We might end it on that.
Well, the closest thing I've ever got to that, I got icy hot on my nuts before.
Oh.
And that was really bad. It was really
I feel
bad.
like I've had that once or twice.
Because I had pulled my quad. I was airsoft.
Yeah, and then you put it on the quad.
And I put it on my thigh right now, knowing that,
quads.
you know what I'm saying? And it's cold at first. You don't even realize. So it got on my nuts. And it was cold at first, didn't even realize. 30 minutes later, all of a sudden it started getting real hot. I started sweating. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, dude, you got to do a few laps after that one.
Okay.
Riveting content, boys.
Riveting content, but like, yeah. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, so we should end it here, right?
Like, comment,
I
subscribe.
don't want you to like tell me how bad like you like our content. Just comment me in the comments.
How bad?
How bad?
And it would be much appreciated if you like the content because it helps the YouTube algorithm. Share
and like and
share the content a lot more.
We'll help us in the algorithms dearly. So we appreciate y'all tuning in with us.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
We out. Raw
Raw
refine.
Raw refine.